Chinedu Okonkwo, a 35-year-old tech mogul, once had it all: a thriving software empire, a fleet of sleek cars, a palatial mansion in Lekki, Lagos, and a dazzling wife named Amora. But a tragic accident changed everything. While driving back from a meeting in Abuja during a fierce rainstorm, his car skidded off the slippery road. He survived, but the doctors delivered devastating news: "You're paralyzed from the waist down." Amora wept by his bedside, but as weeks turned into months, her warmth faded. The once devoted wife began staying out late, flaunting her life on social media, and dismissing Chinedu's pleas. "I didn't marry to become a caregiver," she snapped one evening. When Chinedu begged her to stay, she issued an ultimatum: "Hire a maid, or I'm leaving you." Desperate, Chinedu posted a job advert for a live-in maid to cook, clean, and assist with his care. That's how Ifeoma entered their lives. Ifeoma, a 22-year-old orphan, stood at the towering gates of the Okonkwo mansion, clutching a faded duffel bag. Raised in Anambra after losing her parents in a market fire at age 6, she had endured a childhood of hardship, shuffled between relatives who treated her as a servant. With no family and only her faith to lean on, Ifeoma saw the maid job as a lifeline. A stern security guard led her into the mansion, a breathtaking estate with marble floors, chandeliers, and a koi pond in the courtyard. But beneath the opulence, the house felt hollow, heavy with unspoken sorrow. The guard brought her to Chinedu's room. He sat in a wheelchair, his face gaunt but commanding, his eyes carrying the weight of loss. "You're not a nurse?" he asked, sizing her up. "No, sir," Ifeoma replied softly. "I'm here to clean and cook." Chinedu studied her. "You're not afraid of me?" She met his gaze. "I've seen pain, sir. You're not to be feared." For the first time in months, Chinedu's lips twitched into a faint smile. That evening, Ifeoma met Amora in the living room, scrolling through her phone, dressed in a shimmering Ankara gown. Amora's eyes raked over Ifeoma with disdain. "So, you're the maid?" she asked, her voice dripping with scorn. "Yes, ma," Ifeoma replied, bowing slightly. "Keep the master bedroom spotless, or you're gone," Amora ordered. Ifeoma nodded, swallowing the sting of Amora's coldness. She prepared egusi soup and pounded yam for Chinedu, who tasted it and paused. "This is good," he said, surprised. "Thank you, sir," Ifeoma replied, her heart lifting. That night, she knelt by her small bed in the staff quarters and prayed, "God, use me to bring peace to this house." Days later, Ifeoma was sweeping the hallway at dawn when Amora slipped in, her makeup smudged, heels in hand, reeking of perfume and alcohol. She didn't notice Ifeoma at first, but when their eyes met, Amora snapped, "What are you looking at?" Ifeoma murmured, "Good morning, Ma," and watched her storm upstairs. A sinking feeling grew in her chest. Later, Chinedu asked Ifeoma to wheel him to the garden. "You're different," he said as they sat among the hibiscus flowers. "You treat me like a person, not a burden." Ifeoma smiled. "Even a baobab tree needs sunlight to thrive, sir." Their moment was interrupted by Amora's sharp voice. "What's this?" she demanded, glaring at Chinedu. "You didn't tell me you were going outside." Chinedu's jaw tightened. "I don't need your permission for fresh air." Amora turned on Ifeoma. "Get inside." That evening, Ifeoma overheard Amora and Chinedu arguing. "You're not the man I married," Amora sneered. "I'm not wasting my youth on a cripple." Chinedu's voice broke. Then leave. Amora laughed coldly. And give up this life? Never. While running errands, Ifeoma overheard market women gossiping about Amora's late-night outings with a man named Emeka, a flashy club owner with a shaved head and gold chains. Back at the mansion, she told Chinedu, who checked the CCTV footage. There was Amora, laughing with Emeka in a black SUV. Chinedu's face hardened. "Thank you, Ifeoma," he said quietly. That night, he didn't sleep, his mind racing. The next morning, he called his lawyer to revise his will and prepare divorce papers. "Amora gets nothing," he said firmly. While running errands, Ifeoma of one evening, Amora called Ifeoma to the living room. "Do you want to study at a university abroad?" she asked with a fake smile. Ifeoma's eyes widened. "Yes, Ma." Amora handed her a small packet of white powder. "Put this in Chinedu's food. It'll help him relax." Ifeoma's heart sank. "Why not give it to him yourself, Ma?" Amora's smile vanished. "Do it, or I'll make sure you disappear." Trembling, Ifeoma took the packet and hid it in her bag. The next day, Ifeoma wheeled Chinedu to the garden and confessed everything, handing him the packet. His face darkened as he sent it to a lab for testing. The result confirmed it was a slow-acting poison. "She's not just betraying me," Chinedu said. "She's evil." He instructed Ifeoma to act normal while he planned his next move. When Amora asked if Chinedu had eaten the powder, Ifeoma lied, "Yes, Ma." Amora smirked, unaware of the storm brewing. At 4 p.m., Chinedu's lawyer and a private investigator arrived with damning evidence, photos of Amora with Emeka, bank transactions, and the lab report. "This powder is poison," the investigator said. Amora screamed, "It's a lie," but Chinedu silenced her. "You mocked me, cheated on me, and tried to kill me. Sign the divorce papers." Amora collapsed, begging, but Chinedu was unmoved. "You have 48 hours to leave." Furious, Amora fled to Emeka's house in Ikeja, built with Chinedu's money. "That maid ruined everything," she ranted. Emeka made a call, hiring thugs to attack Chinedu and Ifeoma. That night, 3 masked men crept toward the mansion but triggered the security alarm. Chinedu's guards apprehended them, and one confessed Emeka's involvement. The police arrested Amora and Emeka, who were later sentenced to 10 and 12 years in prison for attempted murder. Weeks later, the mansion was peaceful again. Chinedu, regaining strength through therapy, wheeled himself to the garden where Ifeoma was tending roses. He pulled out a gold ring. "Ifeoma, you gave me hope when I had none. Will you marry me?" Tears streamed down her face. "Yes, Chinedu, I love you." To her shock, he stood from his wheelchair, revealing he had regained partial mobility but hid it to test Amora's loyalty. "You loved me when I was broken," he said. "Now let's build a future together." In the mansion's garden, Chinedu and Ifeoma exchanged vows before a small crowd. Ifeoma glowed in a flowing white gown, and Chinedu stood tall in a tailored border. Their kiss sparked cheers, and Ifeoma's journey from orphan to cherished bride felt like a miracle. Together, they embraced a life of love, trust, and resilience, proving that true wealth lies not in riches but in the heart. Which lesson did you learn from this video? I hope you enjoyed this. Please like, share, and comment. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications in order to be the first to see our next video.